Oy vey, everybody. So I just have to make a quick little video on the corona pandemic that's going on. That is officially a pandemic as of right now, which is a outspread of disease across an entire country or the world.
Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic.
President Trump last night put a 30-day ban on anyone flying in and out of the United States over from Europe. And he's trying to do whatever he can to not spread panic, but it's kind of gone through the roof because of just we're such a global economy now that nobody wants to be left out and be one to blame if somebody does die from this COVID-19. So there's schools here that are being canceled.
Governor Wentworth's school district is closed today because a relative of a staff member is being tested for COVID-19. The superintendent tells us the staff member does not have symptoms, but the whole family is under quarantine.
People are saying stay home. The NBA has suspended its entire season.
I think they know what they're doing. I think it's better to be careful. Do it now rather than do it later. So
now we have the Seattle Supercross that is not going to happen. I believe this weekend in Indy, there's not going to be any spectators allowed. I think the media is using it as a viewership, and it's just creating more panic.
2 people, and then 4, and then 16. In 3 months, it's 1 billion. That's where we're headed.
Snap out of it!
It's a respiratory virus. Potentially, gosh, I could even have it or have it. Starts with a fever, aches, a cough. I've got asthma, so in your lungs. But on paper, influenza has been much more dangerous than this COVID-19. Influenza is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, to elderly that are respiratory compromised, anybody that is just older and their immune system isn't quite intact as the younger generations.
There are similarities between the two. For instance, they are both viruses that can cause viral pneumonia and are transmitted through droplets from sneezes or coughs. Certain populations are more at risk, like seniors and people with underlying health issues. But kids are not as much at risk for COVID-19 as they are for the flu.
Just looking at the infections, 130,000 infections worldwide with close to 5,000 deaths. And then with the flu, 300,000 to 650,000 infections worldwide with 12 to 60,000 deaths. Because not everyone goes to the doctor when they have a small cough or symptom. Most of us just go buy NyQuil, DayQuil, and go about our day because we know we're not going to die. This whole panic, it's happened in the stock market.
As if down a well, over 700 points.
Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning.
We're down by between 3 and 4.5% generally across these markets. Let's talk about the speed with which we are watching this market deteriorate. We're red everywhere, essentially, down by 4-5%.
We're down over 16%. Dow at the same time has fallen about 18%.
The crypto market, everyone is pulling money out and buying toilet paper, and everyone is staying home. Nobody's going to work. It's actually getting kind of scary if you think about it.
For all Americans, it is essential that everyone take extra precautions and practice good hygiene.
And when it comes to the racing, because my channel is all about racing, it's absolutely going to suck for Tomac if they cancel the season and he wins the championship because the whole entire world shut down. He's going to have a giant asterisk in front of his name. The one championship that he did win is because of this giant spread of infection. Just because I like controversial topics, what do you guys think on the non-vaxxers and building that damn wall? If we did have a zombie apocalypse, might be nice to have a wall. There's a reason why in modern medicine we've been able to live as long as we have. And whenever you go outside of the country, I remember my wife leaving to go to Africa, she had to get something like $1,800 worth of all these shots just because of the infection that's in certain parts of the country over there to keep herself safe. Yes, there's always a small number percentage chance of something having a abnormal effect on, yourself, and, have an abnormal side effect that could become harmful and fatal. But the chances are far less than actually getting one of these major diseases. I mean, you've got vaccines for tetanus, for obviously influenza, it comes out every year, measles, shingles, yellow fever. I mean, the list goes on and on. Polio, rabies, just it goes on and on and on. And nobody thinks that they need them. Or, there's a small percentage of people that don't think they need them because they haven't been exposed to that. But as soon as you see somebody that's exposed to tetanus and they just have random horrible pain and their bodies are just flexing and they can't do anything, then who's running for the vaccine right now? So when there becomes a vaccine for COVID-19, we should all get the shot and go about our merry day. And do I think the media is creating a bigger issue?
Don't listen to him. Let's face it, the president is a reality star.
The response to the coronavirus in the United States is being led by the most incompetent and ignorant president in history.
For viewership, potentially. Anything that kills a significant number of people is a problem, and it's something that us, not just Americans, but us humans, globally, need to take very seriously and have precautions of washing your hands.
And wash your damn hands.
Making sure you don't cough out in front of everybody. I mean, people have even told me, Johnny, don't cough into my hand, but as long as I wash my hands, I should be okay. What's happening financially, it appears that there is a small likelihood that we might be heading into another recession, just because I hear Italy is suspending mortgage payments for $60 million, and then hear what's going on here in America with having this ban of travel and telling people to stay home. And here in Colorado, our mayor just said that we're in a state of emergency. The schools are now closing because nobody wants to be that 1% where one kid dies because they didn't take into consideration and warning of what's going on. Do I think we have a small percentage of this actually killing us? I think you have a better chance of winning the lottery or me becoming 2020 Supercross champ than me dying of COVID-19. That's not to me say that this isn't a serious issue that is financially, globally infecting our gross domestic product around the world. And especially when you see the NBA canceling stuff, MotoGP canceling its first 2 races, MXGP canceling qualifying, and now Supercross canceling Seattle and then not wanting anybody showing up for Indy. This is having more of a financial impact on the states, the restaurants, everybody involved. And it might take us a little while to move up from this. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what you're doing to prepare and how you think the Supercross is going to break down. What do you guys think? Do you think Tomac's going to win the championship and have that asterisk at the end of his name? Or do you think we're going to just go about our merry days and this COVID-19 is going to disappear as fast as it showed up? Anyway, I thought I should just dive in a little bit on the topic. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Wash your hands, even after you ride. All right. This is Johnny. Brah.